Welcome to all my awesome art students out there. We are beginning a new project today. This project is a draw-along project and it is called Walking Through a Winter Wonderland. So for this drawing assignment, all you're going to need is a pencil, a pen, and some color pencils as we draw a winter/Christmas character for this Walking Through a Winter Wonderland art project. So I really don't know what character we're going to begin with. Maybe we'll start with... You hear that? You guys hear that? Oh, hey, Rudolph. What? You want us to start with you? Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and start with Rudolph today. So go ahead and follow along as we draw Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The first step of drawing our reindeer is to draw an oval. We want to do that very loosely with pencil. I'll go ahead and start here in the middle. The oval is going to start from the upper right and it's going to move down to the bottom left. Now what you can notice here is how I am sketching. I'm sketching very, very loosely. I'm not making it with one solid line. It's very, very loosely sketching. And that way I'm kind of molding out how I want this shape to actually look. So make sure you're using a mechanical pencil here. That's probably a good pencil to use for our initial sketching phase. Okay, I'm going to kind of re-examine the shape and kind of see, is that the shape that I want? And after kind of going over some of these lines and making them a little bit darker, I can kind of conclude that, yeah, that's the shape I want here. I'm going to kind of center it a little bit more into the center of the page so everyone can see it clearly. Now the next step of drawing our reindeer here is to draw almost kind of like a half circle. It's a little bit over half of a circle, but you guys get what I'm meaning here. Almost like the letter U. And then we're going to do the same thing, but this one's going to be a little bit smaller. Okay. I'm going to step back, look at that a little bit, and of course I can clean it up. We're just working with pencils, so that means everything's adjustable, everything's editable, okay? You can edit all of it. Okay, from there, let's go ahead and move on, and we'll begin to draw the rest of our reindeer here. We'll start by putting in the neck. Just going to have a line, a slightly curved line that comes down like that. And then another one that comes down like that. From there we can move up back to the antlers and we'll start to add a little bit more detail into those. We don't want the antlers to be pointed, but we want them to be kind of curved at the top. You guys can see how that looks. And we kind of use this as a guideline. I'm going to switch this up a little bit. I kind of want this to go out a little bit more. And then when we sketch and draw, we got to remember that a lot of what we draw is just kind of guidelines. And that's a reminder to really keep your lines loose and relaxed. We'll have part of the antler come out on this side as well. Like that. Okay, I'm liking that. I can begin to solidify this line a little bit more. So what you should see here is that drawing is really a process. We're working it out as we do it, okay? Now we did have this line kind of come up. You can kind of see remnants of where it was, so we'll go ahead and have that come out there. And then we'll pull out part of the antler coming out here as well. You can see I'm making small adjustments. Have my eraser now, so I'm cleaning up some of these lines. And look at all these lines I made, man. A lot of lines, and that's okay. It's actually good, because it shows that I'm working out the details. I'm not just lazily drawing it one time and just stopping. I'm really working out the details and drawing it the way that I really want it to be. Okay, from there, what I'm going to do is, redraw this line I got erased a little bit. I'm going to kind of throw in some hair. Okay, now the hair is going to go maybe starting right here. We'll kind of go up. And we don't want this to be kind of a aggressive reindeer. We don't want him to have spiky hair. So I'm being very cautious to not have the hair look spiky. And then I actually don't need this line. Like I said earlier, we do a lot of erasing. And then I can close in the head here. Maybe right here we'll put just kind of like a little bump from where the horn will raise up here. Reindeers sometimes have or how their skull is created. There's kind of little bumps where near the horn. Now we need to go ahead and put it in the ears. We can't forget about the ears. So we'll do that by drawing a line here. It almost kind of looks like a leaf. And then we'll draw a line here. Step back and I can think, that could be a little bit bigger. Once again, that's the great thing about drawing and sketching, is everything's adjustable. You can change it. So many things in life are so permanent, but drawing is not. You don't like something? Change it, fix it, make it the way it's supposed to be. Okay, that ear is done. Let's go ahead and work on the other ear. We'll have it kind of come up slightly over the horn, so there's some layering. And I don't really like the angle of this one. I want it to go a little bit higher. Those are all little details that we focus on in art. Step back and look at it. This one has a little bit more curve to it. You guys see that curve? We're going to throw that one on this one as well. I want it to make it just a tad bigger. When we draw, one of the temptations is to be lazy and just say that's good enough. That's fine. I'll just stop there. But you can always tell an artist who just stops at okay instead of one that moves on to making things look great. Don't be that artist that's just like, that's good enough. Okay, be the artist that makes it great. Okay, from there we'll move on. We'll go ahead and draw a curved line right here. Then from there we'll draw an oval right here. Simple enough, right? Then we're going to draw a collar. Even when I draw this simple collar, I'm still sketching. And just draw another little line right here. So notice how this is just one long line. Here's the neck and here's a short line. And it creates that overlapping effect where it looks like it goes beyond and it looks like it curves around. Okay, from there let's go ahead and put in maybe our smile. We'll make this a happy reindeer. Actually, I want that to be a little bit lower, about right there. We have a happy reindeer. Sometimes you have to turn your sketchbook just to get the right curve that you want. And maybe about right here, we'll go ahead and put in the eyes. So divided the head a little bit so I know where the eyes will be. So maybe we can do some fun different things with the eyes. Okay, let's see if there's anything else we need to add with our reindeer. Let's have some fun with our reindeer. Okay, first of all, let's kind of clear up these lines so it doesn't look like our reindeer has a mustache. And we can probably take this line out right here. Okay, now let's have some fun with our reindeer. We can maybe, we'll put in bulbs, okay? Maybe some bulbs right here. Let's see. Maybe right here we can have a line right there. And then hanging from that line, we could put in some Christmas bulbs. Practice some overlapping. If you're not ever overlapping in your art, you're probably doing something wrong. something you want to practice is overlap. In real life, when we look at things, there's lots of overlapping. So we want to overlap in our artwork as well, to keep that idea of realism. So we have that. Maybe here we can have one of these ones. Let's see if our reindeer's facing this way. Maybe here there's a Christmas star. Look at that. And that's kind of fun. Maybe here there's another bulb. Another bulb hanging. Okay, so we have the initial sketch here. I'm going to kind of center it a little bit more on my page so everyone can see that clearly. Right there. Now, you guys have experienced Inktober in this class, so we know how to ink. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a new layer. This is going to be the inking layer. Get on my favorite ink brush. You guys should all have your favorite ink brush, your favorite ink pen. Get that out, and I'm going to lighten this up a little bit. You can lighten yours up a little bit just by moving your eraser over it very lightly, especially if you have a kneaded eraser. And this is the part where you really want to just get in a very relaxed state of mind. And just relax and really focus on these lines to get these lines exactly the way you want them. You're going to really have to turn your sketchbook a lot. But this is where it gets serious. This is where we really have to pay attention to our lines. And if you're not very good at inking, we need to don't say you're not very good at inking. Say you're not very good at inking yet. Because inking is something that takes time. It's a skill that you have to develop. And the only way to get better at it is by doing it more. So yeah, I don't like that line. I'm going to redo it. When you do ink, remember to practice line width variety. Have some lines be thicker, some lines be thinner. See how that line went from thin to thick? And especially for my inking, I do have to turn my sketchbook a lot to really get that perfect angle. You can go over a line multiple times to make it thicker in certain areas. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on the bulbs. And I'll work on the star. Just one more bulb over here. And then you might want to change to a smaller brush, or just barely press on that brush when you want to work on these smaller lines. And then this line is going to be really small. Oops, forgot about this part. Okay, oh, I forgot about this part. Now here, I can go ahead and erase the previous layer. We don't need that anymore. And then we can begin our coloring. Now for you, when you color, you're going to use your color pencils. Since I'm coloring digitally, it's going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to get kind of a red-brown here. It's a little bit too dark. There we go. And then from there, let's see, I'll go ahead and color in this area as well. Then from there, what I'll do is find a lighter color for the antlers. Oops. And then for the inside of the ears as well. And then we'll make this good old Rudolph. Why not, huh? Hope we give him kind of like a gold collar. A light, very, very, very light gray for this part. And we'll throw in a little bit of light reflection. You can do this by just using a white gel pen. And it's just the areas where the light would be maybe reflecting certain angles. And let's see, we can even put a little bit, maybe a little few areas here off the horns. And if you want to, you could do something fun like giving him some blush, like maybe like right there and right there, if you want to. If you like the blush, I kind of like the blush, kind of works. So there it is, there's our Rudolph, there's our reindeer. So it was kind of fun little seasonal drawing to draw there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed drawing Rudy here, our good old Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, using pencil, pen, and color pencil. So thank you very much for hanging out today as we are doing our Walking in a Winter Wonderland project. Catch you next time on Tripp's Art Class. Bye.